Good morning, guys. Welcome. I'm just calling this briefing just to give an update with regards to the auto pedestrian accident that occurred on the evening of September 1st at about 9 p.m. If we go back, we did release information, video footages of a suspect vehicle that had fled the scene after the impact towards the pedestrian. During the investigation, the course of the investigation, traffic investigators were able to obtain more video footage. We released our latest footage yesterday with a clear view of the responsible vehicle involved, along with seeing an occupant exit the vehicle. During the course of the follow-up investigation, we received a tip through our Crime Stoppers hotline. That was shared with the investigators. The investigators immediately acted on the tip. They were able to locate the vehicle at a residence in Coblerville, along with the operator of the vehicle. The vehicle did have matching damages that can coincide with the impact to the pedestrian. The vehicle has been impounded and brought and secured as evidence in this case. I could transfer it to Sergeant Adrian Mendola. We can ask questions with regards to what charges the operator may be facing. The operator has been identified as a 73-year-old man, and that's as far as we'll go with the full identity of the individual. The case is still ongoing. They're still interviewing the operator along with the occupant of the vehicle. So
Was he taken into custody?
He was taken into custody. We're still under investigation again. Until we have finalized everything, then we will either add more charges and move forward with the case. And he will have his day in court. The charges will be brought to him, and we'll go from there. As Officer Sato said, we're still trying to compile more information on the case, and we do have the vehicle, we do have the suspect, and we're going to be working forward from there.
That's a good question. You said, so you do have him in custody, so he's been arrested and charged with something already?
It's still under investigation. He's not arrested. Again, we're still compiling more information. Through the video, you see the sequence of events, and I want to say I have enough to say that it's also a pedestrian error. So that's one question that was brought up, but again, we're still looking more into it. We were fortunate enough to get enough footage, and thank you to the public for reaching out, to you guys as well for helping in that matter.
Can you name the pedestrian, and why is it also pedestrian error?
Again, we're still looking into it. We're leaning towards that, but we're looking at the footage. We're getting more information. We're still looking for the passenger. So,
There's another occupant.
yes, there is another occupant that was in that vehicle. So we're still looking for that
They weren't
occupant.
charged with fleeing the scene of an accident?
Yes, they were charged with fleeing the scene of an accident.
I know you're getting from everywhere all these questions, so thanks for your patience on it. But with regards to the first part, so you said that you just said they were charged, but just now you were saying that they weren't charged. So right now, are they in custody being charged with something, or are they just like on a 24-hour hold, or what's the
right now the process is they're gonna be facing lines of questions and stuff. As soon as the information is gathered, then we can piece together the charges and then we can move forward with either an arrest or a penal summons to court to face the charges that are against them.
And that's the question more is like, what's the process? So like, if you're gonna arrest somebody, do you guys tell them, hey, you're under arrest for suspicion of, or you're under arrest for the charge of? When you take him into custody, I'm guessing the person didn't walk in here and say, hey, that's me, it was my car.
Well, it's during the time that they identified the vehicle. So now my next step is to interview the operator of the vehicle and gather as much information. If at some point he does confess, then that's where a certain line of, we got to do the Miranda rights and all that legal stuff that we're not jeopardizing the investigation. Different from the criminals aspect, because the traffic investigations are a lot more, not say misdemeanor, but the process is a lot different. That's why they're continuing this investigation. We'll find the occupant, interview the occupant, piece everything together, forward it to the AG's office. From there, we'll determine whether he's going to be facing his time in court.
So essentially, he was arrested for alleged hit and run and fleeing the scene.
Not arrested, because it's already been a while back. So
Question.
question.
Yes.
But he's in custody.
Not in custody.
Not in custody. So he was brought in for questioning and released after. Once we compile everything, we will move forward in court. He has been cited, and he will be, anything additional will be, again, we're still looking for that passenger. We're still gathering more information. We have the vehicle in our custody. So as we process those things and things start to unfold, we will add those charges.
What's the model and make of the vehicle? And then what's the condition of the victim?
The victim is recovering. He was unconscious at the scene. He regained consciousness. That's all we have that we can give on the
How
condition.
old is he, or where does he live?
36-year-old male.
Okay. And then what's the make and brand of the car? Year.
It's a Toyota Camry, two-tone color.
It's a 1997 Toyota Camry, and
97.
off-colored. We have a fender that was one of the identifying marks. The fender was it's an off-colored two-tone.
And he was brought into questioning when?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So Sergeant Menjola, I know that you're still gathering information and investigating and questioning the suspect, but what are the possible charges that could be applied to this case?
Hit and run.
One,
Hit and run.
Fleeing the scene.
Fleeing the scene.
Failure to report.
Failure to report. Again, I don't want to throw out all these charges and be bombarded with these. We want to protect the integrity of the case, and we don't want to be too premature with the charges. We want to make sure that the facts are correct, evidence is there, then we can move forward with forwarding information about charges.
and are those considered felony charges?
Some are felonies, some are misdemeanors. Yeah.
So the next step is, you said you're doing more interviews, and then you reach out to the Attorney General's office. So what kind of time frame do you look at when you've got somebody that you think would have been the driver of the vehicle for a hit and run?
I don't want to put out any time frame. Again, our ultimate goal is to make sure that we fulfill all the questions in the investigation. Sometimes those things take longer. Sometimes those things are there at our fingertips. The thing happened in September 1st. We were gathering all this information, and we were, with what we started with the footage, we kept working the case, and we did a trail of footages to where we finally get a good positive ID on the vehicle, which got us to where we're at today. So it was, as far as how long it's going to take, it really all depends on how fast we can gather this information and
Did the
forward it.
accused show any responsibility or any remorse?
He was cooperative. He came down to the station. We didn't have to put him in cuffs. He voluntarily came down and gave his statement, and
So he turned himself in, or you were looking for him?
we were looking for him.
So he
And,
found out you were looking for him, so he turned himself in.
Again, we were looking for him. We appeared at his residence.
When was that?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay, yesterday.
We appeared at his residence. I'm not going to disclose where the residence is.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And the lady that was the passenger, not yet identified, and she's still at large?
I don't want to say at large. We're just looking for her. Yeah.
Okay.
She's not a suspect.
Okay.
She's just a witness. Yeah.
And can you talk about, how crucial CCTV is in helping you, identify the suspect?
Oh yes. I mean,
Yeah. Well, in this day and age, we're loaded with technology. Video footages like this help with investigations into cases, whether it be criminal or traffic related. The more evidence we can gather, the better it is for investigators to put their cases together. Having you guys share the footages also help us because it gets out there. Everybody wants to read the news. Everybody's on social media looking at your platforms, finding out what's going on. And this is one of those cases where a video footage that was shared to the community helped bring, investigators to find the responsible vehicle along with the operator. So it's a good move that maybe all our roadways should have CC, and not just for the roadways, but as well as businesses, and also the upkeep of these CCTVs, because the conditions of our island, the weather, moisture, and all that. Sometimes we get the footages, but it's grainy, blurry. Can't really see anything, identify anything. But it is a great tool to have, and having you guys be able to spread it out there is a wonderful thing.
Raj, did I just see your brain go? I don't know what a 5,000 goes.
I want to add on that we do work a lot with the footage. This is a small island, and as a deterrence to anybody that does plan to do any crime, we have CCTVs all over, and we're able to track from our last fatality that we had on Beach Road, we were able to do a CCTV track all the way to the place of his residence. So there really is no running whenever we have CCTV and we have media and you guys helping us out and the community coming forward. So it is a big help on our end as well. And then not to mention, those things can be misinterpreted many ways, but we're here to set the facts straight. We're trying to give as much information as we can, not to mislead the case and to protect the integrity of the case.
I know the passenger is just
A witness,
right?
yes.
So you're not pressing to find her, or?
We are looking for her. Again, any information.
But she knows the driver, right? Did the driver volunteer?
Again, we haven't met her, we haven't questioned her, I cannot speak on behalf of that that witness.
No, the driver.
The driver.
Did the driver volunteer where the occupant is, the passenger?
Again, I cannot divulge that information just yet.
Can you help us with this then? Can you tell us if somebody was a passenger in a vehicle that was involved in a hit and run, what's the responsibility of that passenger?
Whoever's operating the vehicle has ultimate responsibilities for anything that happens in that vehicle, whether it be a crash, seatbelt violations, DUI violations. The passenger is a passenger, it's a witness. Not unless that passenger has contributed by yanking the wheel or creating a crime or is accessory to the crime, then we can charge. Again,
I would say, but is there a responsibility for a passenger who's in that vehicle to make that report? Should they be calling 911 as well?
There's no direct responsibility. It's the operator that we always look at. And as far as whatever that passenger information has, unless it's contributing to the crime, we can charge them. But if you're a passenger, you're a passenger, you're a witness.
There seems to be a lot of comments in social media and everywhere that our lights our streets are poorly lit. Could that be a contributing factor too? And what do you suggest to DPW for our streets to be better lit?
Thank you for that question. We do have a lot of pedestrian crosswalks out there. I want to say this much, that we do know enough that Garapan is one of the highly vulnerable areas that are prone to auto pedestrian accidents. We have been seeing a lot of cases where our pedestrians are intoxicated, and we have the stats to provide for that. But these pedestrian crosswalks, we have signs, their lines are there. Not all of them are well lit. I can say that much. Not all of them are well lit. We have those that are, and we encourage the public to use well lit areas. If you see that you're not going to be too seen on that, or visibility is kind of hard in that pedestrian, for your safety, take a look at traffic flow. If you want to make that judgment, maybe you might want to move down to a more lit area and make that cross safely. Again, wait till all vehicles stop. Just because you're at the pedestrian crosswalk and it's there, and it doesn't give you the right to dart out. We have a lot of these instances. The reason why is that they wait for one car to stop, they inch out on the road, and then they wait for the next car to stop. We want all cars to stop before you get on that road. And for you operators, take into the fact that you're experienced out there. You travel your route every day. you know where these pedestrian crosswalks are. Take that extra precaution. If you gotta let off the gas, tap on the brake to kind of give that extra look around, please do so. Garapan is one of our areas we would consider
High
congested.
passenger traffic.
Yes,
High
and then we have the
pedestrian.
transit system that's going on there too. So you will be seeing a lot more pedestrian activity on Beach Road because of the transit that's going on. So yes.
Do you have any new information about that incident with the Tacoma and that black?
That's still an ongoing investigation.
Yeah, that's not a traffic matter. That will be with the criminal investigations.
Okay. Do you have anything about the owner of that Tacoma?
We have no update. We're on that case. The only thing we're still looking for is the pending wanted person by Ichin. As for commenting further on that investigation, it's still ongoing.
So he's still wanted. He's
still
on
wanted.
it. Okay.
Sergeant Manjala, just to
Still on the
clarify,
lam.
the driver, did he say whether the vehicle that he was driving was either registered or insured? Did you find out?
All documents checked out. That's as much as I can say. It checks out. We have the vehicle in our custody again. Our priority in this case was to get that interview going. We have processed the vehicle and we're still looking into the vehicle again.
Okay. Thank you very much.